right, so you guys asked me to say a few words about why I think that Heather's going to make a great group leader for ENR. I guess the first thing I'd like to say is that she's a better dancer than I am. And for those of you who were around when I took over from Lee, you'll probably remember that there was a bit of a dance-off competition between Lee and I as I took over from her. We're not having one with this group, but even if we did, I think she'd probably win. And anybody that remembers me dancing would agree to that. Second thing is she's short. And when I took over the job, everybody said one of the key things you need to do is keep your head down. And because she's so short, it'll be a lot easier for her to keep her head down as well. But more seriously, I think the reasons that she'll make a great group leader is, number one, she likes audit. She enjoyed her time in risk consulting and still does some risk consulting work, but she missed audit and missed working with us in the audit practice. And I know that she's looking forward to taking over and actually working in the audit practice. So that'll make her a great addition. She's also very active in the market, particularly in the mining industry, and that'll be a great addition to our team full time, and she can help lead those initiatives from within the audit practice. So that's great. And she's great to work with. Anybody that's worked with her, she's very focused, very energetic, and looking forward to working with her. So welcome back.
Thank you, Frank. Appreciate all the kind words, and I am very excited to be the ENR Group leader. But after 6 years, there's no way you're getting off that easy. This is not a video about me. It's actually a video about you. We want to thank you for all of your support as group leader. I was asking a few people if they thought the difference between me and you would be in leading the group, and somebody said that you lead from the heart, which I do think is very true about you. I don't know what that means about me, but you have very much supported our people and our teams through both group leader role and all the EQCR and review roles that you've had. And you've done it with a smile, always ready to have a beer, have a chat with anybody, and we appreciate it. So sit back, enjoy, and more on the dancing competition to come.
Well, first off, sorry for lying to you, Frank. This video was never about Heather. But thank you for being an excellent Wolfpack leader, always thinking outside the box of the traditional sit-down dinner, and being a positive career coach throughout my time at KPMG.
Thanks, Frank, for letting me be a part of ENR in Toronto and for trying to teach me how to curl.
So I'll start by just giving you 3 things that, in my opinion, tell you all about Frank. First of all, his knowledge base is all-encompassing. Frank knows literally everything about anything, from technology to audit to fishing. The second thing is Frank will literally eat anything. So never ask him what he wants to eat, because he will literally just eat whatever you're eating. And then third, Frank is super supportive of his teams. He's a roll up the sleeves type of audit partner. He doesn't even need a desk. I've had him in the audit room before where he's just had his computer on his lap and he's worked away. That's why teams love working with him. And so I just want to say thanks to Frank for his time as ENR Group leader. He's done a tremendous job, but more importantly, a great thank you to Frank for being a great fellow partner, for being a great sounding board, and for being a great friend.
Hey Frank, thanks very much for standing up for me on that enterprise job where I was compelled to work 9 a.m. to 2 a.m. And for all the great chats about cottage country fishing and your great insight on corporate reorgs.
Hi Frank, I wanted to take this opportunity to thank you for being an amazing business unit leader, as well as for all the support and continued friendship that I've received from you over the years. Thank you very much.
Hi Frank, thanks a lot for the amazing 2 years at Grand Columbia.
Frank, I've always appreciated the fact that you're the last partner at the socials, and the fact that you get everybody in the West End home safely, whether through cab or through GO train. No more prevalent than the night when I found you in the GO train station. I had been drinking at a social, you were sober, and I don't know what we talked about that night, but I know you definitely gave me the message of don't fall asleep, you'll miss your stop, and I assured you that I wouldn't, and I just wanted to let you know that I did miss my stop.
I first met Frank at Rookie Night 2 years ago, and the first thing that struck me was his humility. So thank you, Frank, for being a great leader.
Well, I have two quick stories about Frank and two of the extremes. The first one is Frank's calm side when he's your EQCR and you bring him one of these crazy junior mining clients and you tell him the whole story and he kind of scratches his head and he sits there very calmly and says, okay, we can get through this. I also know another side of Frank, the hockey side of Frank, that I've seen play hockey, where if you hit him the wrong way or bang him the wrong way, then he'll get really upset and angry at you and hit you back. So I like the two sides of Frank, calm Frank and angry Frank.
Thank you, Frank, for being such an inspirational leader. And thank you for always taking an extra minute out of your day to help teach and coach all of us here in the ENR practice.
Thanks, Frank, for making ENR feel like a true family.
Hi from New York City. Frank, I'd just like to say thank you for your time as group leader. Enjoyed working together. Honestly, you've made ENR the best group GTA with.
Hey Frank, thanks for always being there, ready to chat, grab coffee, and offer your advice. It's that type of leadership that makes ENR the best place to be.
Thanks, Frank. Thanks for being there for every one of us staff, seniors, and managers whenever we needed you.
So there's three things you don't know about Frank. One, he was born in Yellowknife, a mining town, so mining has always been in his blood, even though he would never admit it. Two, the Leafs have never won a playoff series since he's been group leader. He took over in 2013, just as the famous 7-game collapse against Boston Bruins. Or was that 2019? I forget. Or 2018. Anyway, all I know is that within 2 weeks of Heather taking over as group leader, the Raptors won an NBA championship. And third, he did a fantastic job as group leader for 6 years and was a breath of fresh air compared to the previous group leader.
Thank you, Frank.
Thank you, Frank.
Спасибо, Frank. Thank you, Frank.
Thank you, Frank.
Thank you, Frank.
Thank you.
Thanks, Frank from London.
Thank you.
Thank you, Frank.
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 Thank you.
Thank you, Frank.
Thank you, Frank.
Thank you, Frank.
Thank you, Frank.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Frank, thank you. As you've heard from all of our people, you were a fantastic group leader who made a big impact on this team, and we're lucky that you're still going to be right here on the floor working with us. Now, back to that dancing competition. You said I'm a good dancer. I'm not. I'm terrible. Anybody that's seen it can tell you that. So you're right. There will be no dancing competition, but I do think that these people deserve to see us do a little bit of a competition. So I'm going to challenge you instead to a karaoke contest tonight at the office pub. I picked out a song and everything for you. Shania Twain, Man, I Feel Like a Woman, I think is perfect.
Let's go, girls.